What is up, Wholesale 2 Million family? Happy Saturday. So anyways, we're back with another subscriber first wholesale deal interview. I got my guest, Michael, just closed his first wholesale deal for 2G. And I think his story is going to be a little bit different than the normal wholesale transaction. So you guys take notes and listen up, all right? From OK, Oklahoma. And anyways, you guys, if you find any value out of this video, please show my guest some love. Show me some love, man. Smash the thumbs up. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Wholesale 2 Million family, where we all the doer and not just the talker. Because we know there's a lot of talker and not a lot of doer. And also, too, be sure to smash that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification. So when I upload a new video or when I go live, you get notified. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, hit me up on IG. Go to Khang, dot like a period, WTM. But you guys, put your hand together and smash that thumbs up and help me welcome Michael. What's going on, bro?
Oh, not much, man. Just got back from the gym, had some breakfast with the family, and kind of just enjoying Saturday, man, enjoying life.
Nice, man. So you went to the gym and kind of beast moded up?
Yeah. I kind of keep that in my my daily schedule. Try to do it daily, but maybe 3 or 4 times a week if I get lucky.
1 hour, 2 hours, or what?
Yeah, about 1 to 2 hours. Yeah, focus on just strength training and some cardio here and there, but just mostly just try to stay in shape, stay healthy. I come from the construction background, so I got to stay fit to install flooring. So I've been kind of keeping that in my regiment for past 10 years.
Gotcha. Hey, Michael, is there any way that we can get a little bit better lighting on your end, man?
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm sure the ladies and the ladies that's gonna watch this want to see that beautiful face, man. Hey, dude. Okay.
Is that better?
Dude, that's way better. Okay, so
Okay.
Michael, why don't you share with us kind of your story, man? Like, I kind of want to know your stories, and then how you know about wholesaling and kind of where you started, and then so on, bro.
Okay, so I gotta go back to my past. So I gotta humble myself first. Back in about 2013, I was going through a breakup, basically, and was sleeping on my aunt's couch, and that was probably one of the most difficult times for me in my life ever. Just sleeping on my aunt's couch. She took care of me, fed me. I didn't have a vehicle, didn't have nothing, man. I was just in a really low point in my life. So I kind of got into doing the weights and kind of, giving myself a little bit of self-confidence from there. I got a job installing floor in the construction. Had a great teacher. He was hard on me, but he taught me a lot of self-discipline and a good work ethic. And I credit him for giving me that. So, back to where I was at, I was just basically sleeping on my aunt's couch, and I said, man, I got to do something. I got to get a little bit of confidence in myself. So I started lifting the weights, went to work with him, was making a little bit of money, and I got back on my feet. And after about a year working in the floor installing business, I said, man, I can be like my boss. I can run my own business, So I went out on my own, and I fell a lot. I fell flat on my face, but all those times where I was struggling and learning how to basically take baby steps into creating a business and create a business mind at that. That's where I got to. And 5 years of doing my own installing in the floor business, I went out on my own and started becoming successful at it. So fast forward to about a month ago, about 2 months ago, I was coming back from North Carolina, and I installed a app called TikTok, and kind of changed my life, man. I was searching on there, and my buddy, we went out there to do my stepdad's, one of my stepdad's friends, flooring. So, we have a 17-hour trip back and got on TikTok, and I found a guy named Khang, and he said, hey, make 30,000 in 30 days. And I said, what kind of BS is this? So, yeah, man, I'm the entrepreneur type, man. I dabbled into drop shipping. I've sold jerseys online. I've done just about anything and everything there is to keep my family fed and try to create new business opportunities for myself. So that's basically where I got started. And I looked at your posts and your content, dude. I was blown away. I was like, man, this guy is so positive. He's so helpful. You know, a lot of people out there who post content, they're not helpful, and you're helpful, man. You explain it, you break it down. You know, there's no BS or anything like that, and that's the great content that needs to be out there. And it's not about making money. It's about bettering people's lives. And from just that little TikTok video changed my perception of how to think on business, how to think on life. Started reading up on a lot of self kind of motivational things to inspire me to be a better person. And so I got into looking at the wholesale the wholesale game, just real estate game in general. And I am a person who likes to, if I dive into something, I'm going to dive in, head first. So I did that, and I studied. I just studied everything from your script. I said I took $300 out of that trip from North Carolina, and I invested in your script. I think it was like $387 or something like that. But I invested. I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to invest my time, and I'm going to invest my money, and I'm going to get out of flooring, because I felt like I peaked in flooring, because I was just making the same amount of money no matter what. No matter how hard of work I'd done, I was just continuously making the same amount of money, and nothing has changed in the last 2 years of my business. So I always looked up to these guys that I worked for, all these house flippers who, are doing it. And, I always looked up to them, and they've always given me a good guidance of, hey, I'm into doing this, and, you've got the great mind for it. And so I took all of that information and everything that I've seen within them as businessmen and women, and I put it together. I said, you know what, if I can peak at this point in flooring and construction, then I know for a fact that I can do this wholesaling, because I know the business aspect. I can use my mouth and I can use my mind rather than these hands. And I'm just blessed to have found it, for one. And I'm a firm believer of the law of attraction, of creating whatever in here that you want. And dude, you gave me a kick in the ass to keep going, man. That's the honest truth.
brother, man, dude, I want to say thank you so much for the kind word, man. And for those of you who's listening, I didn't know about Michael finding me on TikTok. It's not the reason I brought him on. Anyone that recently closed their first wholesale deal, man, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. I love to get you onto the channel. And the reason why I do the first wholesale deal interview more than I like, interviewing like power player, people that have made it. Yes, those are great too. But the reason why I like these so much more is because I remember, man, when I first started, it was so hard to imagine being that guys or gals that are making six-figure a month and etc. But I can relate so much to the people that just got their first deal, and that's what inspires and motivates me, seeing people that just normal, regular people got their first deal, not the one that have already been doing 4 to 5 or 6 or 7 years, right? But the one that just got started and say, hey, I did this in 6 months, or I did this in a year, or it took me 2 years to do it. And it just gives me more belief, more confident that knowing that, hey, regular people can do this too. And that's why I love these interview, man. So for those of you who recently closed your first one, I love to get you on. The whole goal is to inspire, to motivate, and obviously to add value to those of you who are struggling, trying to get that first wholesale deal, or maybe you're or maybe you're on the edge of about to give up. And I'm telling you, man, when you give up, the thing is that you're not just giving up on yourself, but you're giving up on the people that love you, that depend on you to succeed, like your family, your kids, your husband, your wife, your mama, your papa, right? They need you to provide them and give them the life that they deserve, that you deserve. Yeah. And so Michael, man, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you so much to take your time to jump on and to do this, man. Thank you so much for the kind word. And I'm glad that you discovered wholesaling, man. I'm happy for you, because a lot of people, you know, discover it but never took action, dude. You took action. You put in the hard work, man, and you make it happen, brother. And dude, just like you, bro, when the wife and I too, this is before real estate, we were trying to do like drop shipping, private label, Amazon, and all that, right? That's what the wife was doing. And let me tell you, not that you guys can't make money, not that people cannot get rich from doing that, okay? But the reason that my wife stopped doing that is for one reason. It's because you're putting all this time and effort and energy into building a business, but you're building it on someone else's land. You got to understand that. Not that it doesn't work, man, right?
Right, yeah.
But you're building your business on someone else's land. I mean, if you tried Amazon, you kind of know, right? Your competitions hire people, give you bad reviews, right? And boom. And then Amazon, they see your product sells so good. Guess what, man? They create private label. They same one. They bought in way cheaper. They compete with you. You got to buy the buy box and all that. And those of you who watch people on Amazon showing you the numbers, let me tell you this, man. Showing you those numbers. Let me tell you why. Don't be fooled by those numbers. Now, once again, I'm not saying that there's no people that make a lot of money in Amazon. I'm just saying don't be fooled by those numbers, because let me tell you something. So my wife, right, she likes the ideas of waking up, right, knowing that you don't, right, knowing that your business is working for you, right, the sales are making, right, like that's the beauty of Amazon, right, you're making sales while you're sleeping, right? Right. And let me tell you something, man. So one day my wife and I was walking on the trail, and she really literally refreshed the app, right? I mean, on Amazon, Michael, do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like you keep on refreshing to see if you get the sales, right? Yeah. And it's so exciting, right? When you refresh it and it shows you, hey, you've made 1 sales or 2 sales, whatever. But for those of you on Amazon, man, I hope that you can relate to this. So one day we're walking on the trail, wife pulls up and they're like, oh my God, Khang. And then she's like, oh my God, I just made 10 sales, etc. And then like 2 weeks in, a month in, she pulls up and it shows that she makes 10 G's or whatever the amount is. But I know that the numbers was like 10,000 or 12,000 or whatever. Right. And then, man, when she sits down, she calculates all the costs, PPC, all of that, dude. Guess what, man? We were negative. But the numbers look so good, dude. But the numbers look so good because you got to understand, if you're selling products that are like, let's just say $200 or 100.
I think I lost you. I think I lost you, Khang. I think I lost you. I'm going to message you.
Michael.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. I was like, what do I do?
Dude, I was so in the zone, man. And honestly, those of you who's about my internet, listen, man, yes, my internet, I'm having trouble with it. I pay for the top internet. I don't know what's going on. But anyways,
yeah, no worries.
I'm going to get the router changed today and see what else that we can do. I might have to go get buy one of those extension or something they said at Best Buy. But you guys, now I'll get Michael to get into sharing his stories, you guys. But I know a lot of you that follow him on TikTok. You're in your teens, maybe you're 19s, 18s, 20s, early 20s, and I got a lot of DM asking about the whole Amazon thing. So I want to give you guys my perspective on it because we did do it. for a while, and we end up losing. The wife ended up losing a lot of money on it. I think 6-figure, 100K, because so she went on private label and all of that. But the thing is, like, the number looks really good. Like at the end of the month, the numbers, it shows like she makes like, you know, 20-something thousand, whatever it is. But after you calculate all the costs, I'm telling you, man, it came to a negative. And I think once, and a lot of you, when you're doing business, you got to make sure, man, you stay on top of your numbers. You got to keep track of your expense and everything like that. Because if you don't, man, if you don't look at your money, man, I'm telling you, dude, it goes away very quickly. The fix and flip, wholesaling, all that, same thing. All right, you got to stay on top of your numbers. And then when she realized, she looked at her numbers and going through all of that, man, she's like, oh my gosh. And then she just know that this is not a winning game. And then, like I said, you know, you can make it, improve it where you can make money. And then she's like, hey, you know what, I'm putting all this time, all this effort, and she's seeing all the things that Amazon can do to your business, right? You get a lot of bad reviews, even your product sales. Now they can take it off. Now you have to hunt for a new product, etc. But anyways, that is my point of view on it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Michael, let's lead into your first wholesale deal story, bro. Like how do you find the sellers? Oh, well, actually, man, when did you start wholesaling?
Well, okay, so basically, in 2 months ago is whenever I was coming back from North Carolina, I found your TikTok, and I said, you know what, I'm going to invest my time and my efforts into doing this. And so I kind of looked at the majority of your content where you had done the driving for dollars and prop stream and everything. Yeah. And so I use those tools, man. And I started just running numbers in my head of, you know, the market, studying the market, understanding your product. Because, I mean, no matter what, if you're selling carpet or you're selling houses, you have to know your content, you have to know your product, and you got to know information, because if not, then you're going to go out to your customers and you're not going to know anything about it.
Right on, man. Dead on, bro.
And the spinning wheels and wasting time. And that was the main thing that I wanted to do, is I wanted to soak up as much information as I could within those first, you know, few weeks. And so I got a plan of action together, and I said, I got this hanging up in my office right now. I'm going to share.
This is cool, man.
I'm going to share this because this is something that is going to change my life, man. This is the truck that I posted on Instagram, and I made myself a deal. I signed myself a contract that I'm gonna have this truck by December 19th. And in my head, I already have it, man. So that's it. Yeah. So I made a plan of action with myself, and I said, let me get a business plan going, because, you know, running in the construction business for the past 10 years, you always have to have a plan. That's with any business. That's with any action. You have to have a plan. So I started doing the studying and everything, and then I finally started to reach out to some customers. And I done it by myself, and I use your script, man, and it works. It falls into place. It's from a funnel to results, you know? And so that's all you got to do, man. You just got to pay attention to what the customers want. I don't know if any of your people out there, I don't have the book in here because it's in my living room, but Never Split the Difference. That's a great book on negotiation. Man, basically what you're doing in any type of this is you're just negotiating. That's basically it. You're finding what the customer wants, and you're adapting to their wants and their needs, and it's all about communication and listening. But yeah, anyways, I got my first contract in about 2 weeks ago in a town called Sapulpa, Oklahoma, near Tulsa. And I got it for $61,500, and I was going to sell it for $75,000. And I went there and to look at the property, and I got it from this 22-year-old kid who had basically a mortgage with the homeowner, but they done it all legal, so it was still, you know, the mortgage was there. I talked him down from $75,000 to $61,500, and I said, well, if your homeowner will agree with it, then he was the tenant, the homeowner still had the mortgage. So I had to talk to her, had to send the contract to her. They reviewed it through all the attorney, and I was excited, man. This was my first one. I'm thinking I'm going to make about 15 G's from it, and this is just going to take off. But we get there, the brother was there. His brother was there. He wasn't there anymore. He kind of just let go, man, and the house looked terrible from what completely different from what he had told me. So I was disappointed, man. I had people meeting me there. I had 4 or 5 investors meeting me there that day. Went out and got a lockbox, thought I was cool and this and that. And so, yeah, anyways, that was a humbling experience because we got there. The brother had drugs everywhere. It was just a mess. And I don't want to go into too much details, but it was. So I looked at the house and I was like, this is still worth $61,500. I could still make it work. By that time, the tenant called the homeowner and he's like, I don't feel comfortable doing this. I just want out. So they went and got a quick claim deed, and basically the deal was off. So disappointment. And then so this was last weekend when all this was happening. This was basically last week when all this was happening. So I said, I'm not going to give up. I got to get a deal because this is what I want to do. This is where I focus all this attention and energy and time into doing. So I'm not going to give up. So I have my flooring business on the side. We're still trying to stay busy. I'm still trying to teach my guys, how to run that business by itself while I'm still trying to do this. And it's very hard and still trying to maintain my family. So I said, man, if I can get myself into this, I will teach you guys how to do this. We will start up a corporation and there's the limit. And if I believe in it, I can get y'all to believe in it. And so basically they're running around with me doing flooring and, come and look at these houses with me. So it's been a kind of an exciting 2 weeks, but, with some disappointment. So last Friday, I get a call. I hired 2 VAs. I pulled lists off PropStream and used the filters. I think I even reached out to you and it's like, hey man, what's the good filters? But you didn't tell me, and that was good. And that's something great to do. You got to learn. You can't just have everybody give something to you. You got to learn it. You got to experience it. That's the best thing about this. But so anyways, last Friday, I get a call from one of my VAs and she's like, hey, I got a hot lead. Call him right now. He's ready to talk. So I called him up and he said, let's get a deal done. Let's close in 10 days for $10,000. And I try to talk him down and negotiate with him. I stood 20 minutes on the phone. He's like, I already have a lot of energy and time into this house. 10,000 is my best offer. So I go and look at it. The house wasn't bad. It needed some repairs, about 35,000 in repairs. I estimated the comps in the area, after everything was fixed up, the ARV would be about 80 to 85. So I said, man, this is a good deal. Let's go ahead and go with it. And so I sent him over the contract. So all weekend I have that contract sitting in his email, and he finally called me back on Monday. He's like, you got a deal. Let's do it. And so Monday I had it on contract. I posted it on Craigslist everywhere that I could, man. And so I got all these phone calls. Hey, will you take 8.5? Will you take this and that? And to the point where I was just like, man, I want to get this first deal done. I don't care the amount. I'm not greedy. I just want success in this. And so a guy contractor, he was like, my boss is going to front me the money to fix up this house so we can flip it. And I said, well, how much can you go on it? And he goes, I can offer 12 today. I said, bam, deal. I'll shoot over the contract. Send him over the contract DocuSign. I was actually on a job at my attorney's house installing floor. And so I pulled off. I left the guys there. I said, I'll be back here in 30 minutes. I got to go type something up on my laptop. Rushed home, typed it up. And when I typed it up, I accidentally put the wrong title company on there. And I was just so excited, man. And so I got the contract printed off, sent to him, got that back, and I just ran down to the title company. I took both of those contracts, had them signed. That guy met me with a $2,000 check. I called him up and I said, man, let's get the deal going. Can you do some earnest pay on it? He goes, yeah. I said, how much do you need? I said, $2,000, because that's my entire assignment fee and a non-refundable deposit. So I said, bam, let's do it. And that was Tuesday. Got the check Tuesday, and we're looking to close probably Monday or Tuesday this coming up week.
Oh, Michael.
So that's my story, man.
Dude, that's an awesome story, bro. First of all, Michael, I want to say, dude, you're a freaking hustler, man. I freaking like that.
Yes.
You guys got to understand, on TikTok, I try to cram as much information as I possibly can in a 1-minute video. And let me tell you something, man. A lot of you out there read a bunch of books, watch a bunch of videos, but what have you done? You ain't doing shit, man. All right? And here, dude, not just Michael, and then I also got Roman as well. Dude, just off of my TikTok video, Michael, within what, 2 months, dude?
Yeah, 2 months. I took your challenge, your 30-day challenge, on July the 3rd, and I posted a picture with that with the truck, the 2020 Ford Raptor, and I said, I'm gonna have this truck. Watch me. And I posted that, and then I sent you a message. I said, you know, this is I accept your challenge. And then July 28th, I said, bam, I posted a picture of the check. And I said, challenge done.
Boom, that was what, 20, instead of a 30 days, you got it done in 25 days.
25 days, yeah.
Love it, bro, love it.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, you guys got to understand, knowledge without execution is worthless. A lot of you are procrastinating and you're coming up with a bunch of excuses instead of taking action. Oh, you know what, I got to wait for this. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or this and that. Dude, you just got to jump in and you just got to do it, man. A 1-minute video, dude. I'm telling you guys, a 1-minute video on TikTok. Boom. Got Michael to rock and rolling, man. Congrats, bro. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's changed my life completely, and like I said, I've done a lot of self-discovery in this, and you know, I give it to the universe for making it happen, and it's not one person, it's not me, it's not anybody else, it's the universe working in what I want, you know, and any of your listeners out there, you can have anything that you want. If you put your energy and your focus and time in something, you're going to get it no matter what, you know, and that's what I figured out, man. If you want to sit around and not do anything and complain about everything, then you're attracting negative energy to yourself and to your life, and you're going to get that negative energy, and then you're going to sit around and complain more. But if you change your perspective of, hey, I can do this and it will happen, guess what? It's gonna happen. And that's what I did with this. I focused every bit of my, people looking at me like crazy, like, you don't have a real estate license, you can't do this. And I took all them can'ts and I made it a can. And I don't want to prove it. I don't want to prove anybody wrong, because that's a negative thing to do. But I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it and I could be great at it. And that's all you need. You don't need anybody else. You don't need, you know, self-coaching or anything like that. You just need to believe in yourself that you can do something and it'll happen. Whenever I first got into flooring, I looked at myself and I looked up to my boss, because he had a Mercedes-Benz, he had a nice house, he had a pretty wife, and I said, man, you're doing it. But he was busting his ass for it. And I said, I'm going to become you one day. And I became him. I'm running a flooring business. Now I don't want to do that. I've peaked. I want to be better. I want to, you know, make people better around me. So I want to be you, Khang.
Bro, dude, you are going to be even better, man. Dude, great, dude. I love your story, bro. I love your hustle, man. I mean, dude, I can relate to your story, man, on many levels. I remember our first little business. I remember working at a job. Same thing, man. I look up to my boss too. Obviously, he's an old guy, right? But dude, he's still freaking hustling at 80 something, or
Yeah.
actually almost 90. He's still
Yeah.
going to work. He doesn't have to, but he said when you guys gotta understand, when you don't grow anymore, you die. So he doesn't want to retire. He said retire means he's gone. He's gone. It's like a game over for him. Going to that work is what fuels him, is what keeps him still alive, man. And you know, I see this guy, right, sending people to Hawaii trip. I remember, man, I worked there for for about a year. Typically you have to work there for 2 years at least or something, 2 or 3 years, I don't remember. Then if you're a good worker, they'll send you on a Hawaii trip. And dude, that Hawaii trip, bro, let me tell you, dude.
Wow.
There's so many little things in my life that changed me so much, because I've never seen, like, I've grown up, I grew up on a normal average family surrounded by regular people, job, that's it. I've never experienced what a good life would be like. So let me tell you something, man. And I don't think that I've told this story on social media before. So I grind my butt, man. When I got at that job, dude, I was dead broke, obviously, right? And I got that job, dude. My wife and I was so happy, man. I finally got a job, and I was making $8.50. And I remember going to my department head, and I said, Rob, I don't care what I need to do. How can I make the most in the shortest time? Because that job pays you based on how much you can, well, there is a cap, right? There's a cap of how much you can make. But they can pay you based on your production, how much you can produce for the company. And I said, Rob, I don't care what I need to do. You tell me what I need to do for me to get these raised, because I need them. Right? I told them I need them. So for like a year, man, I don't care about my break time. I don't care about my lunch time. I took a 15-minute lunch. I chow down my food, dude. I go back to work. And I did that for like a year and a half, because I want to get raised, man. I want to get paid. And so within 2 years, man, I outworked people that have worked there for 10 years. So instead of it took me 4 years for them to send me on a Hawaii trip, it was 2 years. They sent both of my wife and I. So the airplane ticket is paid for. Hotel, because my boss has a condo in Hawaii, and that was paid for. The only thing that you have to pay for is food and gas. Car rental, they cover all that.
Wow.
Man, bro, I remember, and obviously we go on a vacation. My wife and I were still on a budget, right? We're always on a budget. Our whole thing is, the only way for us to get away from that shed is we gotta save. Budget and save everything. Everything was going into saving, man. So we went on the trip, even though we were on a budget, man. I think we only ended up spending like $1,000 or so, but Hawaii is expensive, right? So even though the trip was on a budget, bro, but dude, we had so much freaking fun. And I remember, bro, one night, I jump into the pool, and I said, Glon, this is the best life ever. I said, Glon, this is the life that I want. And she fell in love with Hawaii, man. We flew back, and at the time she cried. Like, she didn't want that good life to end. And the reason why is because we didn't think that we'll ever be able to make it back there because of how expensive it is. Yeah, dude. We didn't think that we'll ever go, like in our head, probably take us another 5 or 10 years to be able to afford to go back to a place like this. So that's why it's like, and that's why she didn't want the good time to end. She cries and all that, dude. And that planted the seeds in both of our mind, dude, that we want this life. We want this good life. And things just like you will.
You're frozen again, Con. Are you there? Are you there? Okay, got you back.
Dude, okay, man. Let's just wrap it up and make this short because I don't think my internet can stand anymore. So the thing is, you guys, you know, I think Napoleon Hill said it the best. The one book that changed my life, and I'm not a reader. I listened to the audiobooks when I first started, man. I listened to no more Vietnamese music. It was just straight Napoleon Hill every single time I get in the car. Was Think and Grow Rich, and Napoleon Hill said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But let me tell you something. You got to have that burning desire. Why you need to change? Why you have to change? Like why you need to do something? Why you have to change? Because if that why is not strong enough, dude, you're not gonna do anything, right? So I mean, you know, people want to lose weight, but you got to go to the gym. You can't just like, oh, I want to lose weight, and then sit there at home eating a burger, man. You got to have that burning desire why you need to make the changes, you know. And I did a video on TikTok, dude. It doesn't matter what's under the hood, a 4-cylinder, a V6, V8, V12 power, or V20, man. Without fuel, you ain't gonna go nowhere. All right. And for us as human, dude, your fuel should be why. The reason why you need to make the changes. Because if you don't have a strong enough reason why, I promise you, you will give up. You will try it, you will attempt, and then you will give up. That reason why I need to change, because I don't want this life anymore. This is the life that I want, and I'm willing to make the sacrifices to get to here, because I know it's worth it. Putting 14, 15 hours a day, working on your business, just working away, grinding, missing out on that vacation trip, missing out on the family time, missing out, you know, hang out with your kids. Whatever the sacrifice is, listen, man, I don't know what your price tag is. Whatever your goal is, you got to pay your price tag. I don't know what it is. The bigger your goals, the bigger your dreams, the bigger the price tag that you have to pay. Here's what I have to pay. I live in the little shed behind a mobile home park for 5 years. No partying, no fun. I put away my 18th, my 19th, even in my 20s. All I did was work, sleep, come home. Work, eat, sleep, come home. That's all what my wife and I did. Because we knew if we sacrifice 5 to 10 years of our life now, then later on we can live the rest of your life like the way that we want. And now we get to go on that vacation trip. We get to go whenever we want. We get to buy and all that. And our friends and family are still stuck at the J-O-B. But I'm telling you, that time that you have to sacrifice, because you're taking that 40-year work life and you compound it down to a 5 to 10 years sacrifice. Does that make sense, you guys? So the people that go to the regular job, they work, right? They earn their 2 weeks vacation, right? Within the time they take the 2 weeks vacation, they go travel. On the weekend, they hang out with their friends and family and have all the fun while you're grinding, because you're taking that 40-year work life, you compound it down to 10 years because you're like, I'm willing to sacrifice and squeeze that down to 5 to 10 years so I can spend the rest of my life doing whatever the heck I want, whenever, with whoever the F I want. So, I mean, and that's what my wife and I did, man. And we knew that it was going to worth it, because I'm telling you, as you are going through it, it's easy to say it, but it's extremely hard to do it, because when you're going through it, you're seeing all this temptation, people having fun, right? But you are here working. You just got to know that whatever it is that you're going through, that whatever it is you're giving up, your sacrifice, that it's going to worth it one day. Because if it doesn't mean more to you, then you're not going to go through with it, man. So anyways, Michael, man.
Exactly. And I think the best advice that I could give to any of your listeners, watchers, followers, and on your content is that, you know, no matter what, we are living in a society where we are influenced by media, we are influenced by our friends and everything. And what keeps me grounded is, you know, we can have great things and we can enjoy great things, but it's about is time and what you do on this earth and how you give back. And it took me a lot of humbling years to experience that. But it's worth it in the end if you do it right. And if you do it wrong, you're gonna, karma's real. But it also works in a good way. If you give back to your community, if you give back to whoever is riding with you and whoever is following you, supporting you every step of the way in a genuine spirit, then, you know, you can appreciate them in the end, and you can appreciate everybody that's sacrificed their time into believing you as well. So that's my thing, and that's how I keep going every day, man. I got a good support system, a great team around me. And I stay away from the negative. You know, there's a lot of negative out there in the world. You know, sometimes you got to shut off your Facebook, your Instagrams, and your TikToks just to enjoy life, for you know, just enjoy the people around you. That's the main thing. You ain't got to worry about what's going on in the world. You know, before cell phones, we didn't know half the stuff that was going on in the world. So, and a lot of it's good and a lot of it's bad out there. But man, it just, you got to hustle. You got to do things right. And if you want something, believe it and put in action, man. That's the main thing. Is Michael Jordan never became a great basketball by sitting on the bench and watching his other players. He went out there and done it, you know.
Well said, bro.
Yeah.
Well said, man. So listen, man, I know a lot of you guys too is saying, Khang, I want to change. So do I distance my friends? Do I distance my family? Do I distance all the negative? Let me tell you something, man. Until you change yourself, nothing around you will change. You don't change the people, man. You change who you are. Because once you change who you are, dude, let's just say that you hang out with people that don't do anything. Dude, once you change yourself within you, those things are not appealing to you anymore. Like, they're just not appealing to you anymore. But let me tell you something. If you haven't changed within you and you're trying to change the things around you, I promise you it won't last. It will not last, man, because there's too much temptation for you to resist because you haven't changed who you are. You see, my wife and I, man, it was very lonely. 18, 19, 20, it was extremely lonely. We have barely no friends to hang out because all of our friends want to do is party, clubbing on the weekend, drinking, gambling. My family, yes, I go there sometimes to gamble and all that, but you know, but we distance them because it's just once you change, it's just not appealing to you anymore because you got goals and dreams that you got to catch. So when they call you, it's just like, oh, I don't want to waste my time on that. Like, you just don't. And then eventually, dude, all that friends will go away. And then the new one will come into your life. You see, you're shutting down one doors, and all of a sudden, other doors are opening. Because now, once you become a different person, dude, you attract different things into your life, people, situations, and all of that. Like, it comes into your life, and now you have a different group of friends or families or whatever it is that around you. And I want to tell you one more thing for those that are listening. Friends, family, who cares? You don't need nobody approval, man. This is your life. You got one shot at this. Your life, one shot. Are you going to live your life based on what your parent wants you to do, or your friends, or whoever it is, or what you want to do? So if it's what you want to do, stop with the talking shit. You don't need to prove. You don't need to talk. Dude, the only way to shut someone up is to show them, not to tell them. Because everybody kissed. I remember sitting down at a table, man, and you know, there's some really big talker in my family. Oh, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to do this, all that. Shit. You know what I do? I just sit there and I just smile. Because I know, dude, the shit talker ain't doing shit, right? So instead of talking, telling them you're going to prove them this and that, just shut up, man. Be silent, be humble, be grounded, put your head down, and just freaking tell yourself, I'm going to show you. And dude, and then when all these things, you start making that money, driving in that car and all that, bro, shit, dude, that's when they shut the F up. And that's exactly what happened in my life. I'm just sharing with you, not something I read, not something I watched, man. That's exactly what happened in my life. Some of my friends, family call me a loser. You know, I just shut up, dude. I didn't say anything, dude. I just sucked up that pride. I sucked it up. And it's hard, dude. It's hard because you wanted to tell them, hey, I'm not like that. But I'm telling you something. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your breath. just freaking do it. And now, dude, everybody's like, hey, you know, my sister used to tell my nephew, don't ever grow up and be like Uncle Kong, freaking loser. And
You know
now,
what?
and now they're like, hey, it's okay to drop out of high school.
I had an uncle. He was a very bad alcoholic, and we had a pool table that we would go over there, and he, you know, we would shoot pool. He would have his drinks, and, you know, we would have drinks with him. And at the time, I had just gotten into the flooring business, and, you know what he told me? He said, "You're never going to amount to shit," basically. He said, "You're not doing anything. You're sleeping on your aunt's couch. You ain't going to amount to shit." So I don't want to speak on anything bad because he has passed, but I always remembered that, and I always kept that in my heart that, you know, he always told me that you ain't going to make nothing out of your life. And, you know, I just hope, you know, wherever he's at, that he's looking down, and, you know, I don't do any negativity towards him or anything like that, but I hope he's looking down and he's saying, "Hey man, I'm proud of you, changed your life around, and, you know, you're doing good for yourself." So
good, man. Well, bro, I gotta say, man, thank you so much for your time, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I respect you, bro. I love your story. I love your hustle, bro. And dude, I can relate so much to your story. Now, Michael, how do people come in contact with you, man, and get a hold of you or find you, bro?
Okay, official Michael Brendan is my Instagram. You can find me on TikTok, Michael Rowe 2145, and then you can find me on Facebook, Michael Rowe. Just look for me. I'm bald-headed guy with some sunglasses and a suit on. Yeah, so yeah, man, that's my story. But yeah, hey, I wanna give you a shout out, because, man, without you in this script right here, I would not be here right now. And everything in this world happens for a reason. And me looking on a social media platform changed my life. And I just want to acknowledge you for, you know, putting out the great content and believing in everybody, because not a whole lot of people are as genuine as you. You actually believe in this method right here. You actually believe that it works. And a lot of people out there are using their fame and popularity or their influence to just get money or a negative way. I can tell, Khan, you're so sincere and genuine in doing this, and that's why I have followed through, and I have so much respect for you. And hopefully one day we'll get to meet, and I get to shake your hand and give you a hug and tell you I appreciate you putting out everything and doing everything that you do, because it'll change. It's changed my life so far, and I guarantee you, moving forward, you know, like I told you earlier, I peaked in the flooring, and there's no limit to this. And this is where I want to go with my life, and this is how I'm going to put my kids through college. This is kind of how I'm going to put food on the table and make me and everybody else around me a better person, bro.
Bro, dude, man, thank you so much for the kind word, bro. Thank you so much for the love, for the support, for the kind word, bro. Like, I have mad respect for you, bro. You took the information, you made it happen, bro. Huge respect for you, man. Hey, Michael, would you do me a favor, man? Would you do a TikTok video? And then I don't know if you have a check, because that's what Roman did. So yeah. Show me the money, man. People want to see the proof. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah, so I deposited the check on Thursday. Had to go buy some flooring. But I don't know if you're there.
Yep, right there, bro. Boom. Wait, move it right there. Yep, saw it. Clear. You're good, bro. Boom. So hey, Michael, if you do me a favor, man, if you want to do a video on TikTok, man, tag me. I'll duet you, man, because this is awesome, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for the love and the support. So for those of you, let me say this really quick. I make sure that I'll put Michael linked right below if you guys want to get a hold of him. So what Roman did, Michael did. So basically, if you don't know, prop streams All right, go ahead and go propstream.com. Use my promo code WTM, or get a 7 days free trial. All right, and if you don't like them, you can cut, disconnect, no string attached. Try them out, pull a list. Now, Michael, what list do you pull, bro?
Okay, so basically I've been working with two VAs out of the Philippines, and great girls. They found me. So I'm using PropStream. I pull up probably about 150 to 200, and then I do skip tracing from PropStream, and then I just send them the list. They go through your script. I've done a little bit of training with them. And all this week I've got hot leads. So I've been calling them back. I actually got one that I've got to work on as soon as I get off the phone with you. And man, we're just going to keep banging these out, man. Go get you a VA. I swear it's worth every penny. You know, whenever you said that, you know, with any business, it's going to cost money. I mean, you're going to have to invest a little bit of money. But you know what? If you have the money, I recommend getting the PropStream because it's a very, very valuable tool. Driving for dollars, I like it, but not as much as the PropStream. And then also just study the content. You know, Khan got some great content out there. If you can afford the script, go get the script. And he got some great training videos as well out there. If you want to be successful at this, it's going to take some money, but you know what? The most important and valuable thing is the time and the effort into putting into it and making it work. I mean, because I honestly, whenever I first looked at it, you know, like I did everything, I was very skeptical. You know, I was very, you know, weary of jumping into something, you know, like I did the drop shipping, the Amazon, all of that, man. I've wasted a lot of money doing that, but now I'm to the point where, you know, you got a good feeling about business and how it works. And so I just, you know, implemented everything that I've learned in the past into doing this and making it successful. And man, the sky's the limit, bro.
Sky's the limit, bro. You got it. So you guys, so PropStreams, you want to go to PropStreams. I'll put the link right below, or you can you know use my promo code WTM. Try it out. If you don't like it, no problem. Pull a list on PropStream now, man. It's really a one-stop shop. So on PropStream, you can also skip trace. You can send postcards. You can send text message, whatever you want. Okay. So Michael just go from there, and then he got his VAs to cold call, and then obviously his VAs use the King Khang script. If you want to check out the King Khang script, link is right below as well. All right, make sure you use the promo code BLM, Black Lives Matter. Get a 25% discount, and let's rock and roll, man. So anyways, you guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Michael, I want to say thank you so much, man, for everything, bro. Thank you so much for the kind word. Thank you so much for being real and just saying like how it is, man. I really appreciate it. And for those of you new to the channel, once again, subscribe, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you guys close your first wholesale deal, shoot me DM on Instagram. Show me the picture of the money. Love to get you onto the channel, motivate and inspire others. But take care, you guys. Michael, have a good weekend, bro.
Hey, you too, brother.
Hey.
I'll be talking with you soon.
Bro, do that TikTok video. Do that TikTok video, and then tag me in it, bro. I'm gonna duet it because I duet that video with Roman. We got over 100,000 views on it, bro.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. Let's go get this money.
Get that money, brother.
Ciao, bro.
Later, man.